Hello everybody, this is BladeCrossEXE, and it's time for one of my favorite games ever, Dissidia Final Fantasy. Okay, actually my favorite Dissidia game is actually Dissidia Duodecim, but Rio and I are going to tag team that one. Because there's just a lot more content to that game, and that game is really special to both of us. I've said it on the channel before, but one of the big reasons we became friends was because of Dissidia Final Fantasy on the PSP, and Dissidia Duodecim, when it came out, was one of our biggest bonding points, because we were still kind of new friends at the time, and we spent countless hours just fighting each other, honing our skills, and, you know, we've both been getting the itch to play the game again recently, so I'm going to play through Dissidia 1, because there is some content here that was not in the follow-up, but Duodecim really is better than the first game, and honestly better than the follow-up that came after it. I am playing on an actual PSP with an HDMI converter. I did a couple of test recordings and test screenings of this and one or two other games, and Dissidia specifically doesn't look fantastic when blown up like this. A couple other games look fine, like the Final Fantasy 1 and 2 look okay, Maverick Hunter X looks pretty good. But the reason I didn't do it on an emulator is because I just couldn't get it to run at a frame rate I was happy with. And I did manage to dig out my old beat-up PSP. That's what that was a second ago. The, are you sure you want to quit the game? I didn't hit the home menu button. The disc door sometimes thinks I'm opening it when I'm not. But, yeah, so I'm just going to do a fresh save file on Dissidia Final Fantasy. And we're just going to go through it. And I don't know if I'm going to, like, completely 100% the game, because... yeah, Forte Double X, that was my old name on this thing way back in the day. I don't know if I actually plan to 100% this game during this Let's Play. If I do, a lot of grinding is going to be done off-screen, because, you know, it's, there is grinding to be done. It's Final Fantasy, so there are RPG elements, of course. Can't fit the entire thing. Well, just Blade Cross will do. Alright, I'd say I'm an average gamer. I did game a lot more back in the day. I've kind of fallen to the casual side now because I gotta work constantly. When do I play games the most? I'm gonna say Sunday, because that's... well, today is Sunday, and I can typically get recording done when I'm not at work. Bonus day on Sunday? Yeah, that seems about right. Just create a new save file right here. Let's begin.
Might I be too late? No, I have to make it. What? Abomination! Intervene and be slain!
That's Grant George playing the Warrior of Light, and I already talked about that back during my Fate Zero review, which part 2 of that is still in copyright hell. I'm still working on editing the video to where it can get past the copyright police. So this game has a rather unique combat system in terms of how you actually attack people, because it is a fighting game, and they took a whole new approach to things.
I can take you on if you wish.
Alright, so we're playing as a Warrior of Light, who is meant to represent the warrior class from the original Final Fantasy 1, and his design is based on some concept art that didn't actually really match his endgame sprite, but it is what it is. He's got a sword and a shield, and he's got various light-based attacks once we unlock them. Alright, so the number above the HP bar there, that's what's called bravery, and what that means is that translates to attack power. See, you have three meters here, actually. You have your HP bar, you have your bravery number, and then you have your EX gauge next to your icon. So right here, these basic sword slashes and attacks and all that kind of stuff that is performed with the circle button, that will drain the opponent's bravery and will add it to your own. Effectively meaning that whenever you decide to attack an opponent's HP, you will deal that much damage to them. And you notice that my bravery is glowing blue right now. That means that if I manage to land a square attack or an HP attack, that means that I win instantly. So this right here, come back here. You can dash at them by pressing R and triangle simultaneously. Juggling them like that. Then you hit the X button, that's for a chase. So from here I can attack with a bravery attack, or I can hit him with an HP attack, or you can dodge in between. And of course, because it's a tutorial, it does show right there that I do have the ability to end the fight using a square attack. And of course it said do the X for aerial recovery, basic controls, that kind of thing. You start off with a very limited move pool during the intro, and you unlock more as you level up, because, you know, it's, again, based on RPG, so there are some RPG elements. And if he had decided to chase me, then he could have. As for what he exactly is, well, that'll get explained a little bit later. He's what's called a mannequin, and they will elaborate on what those are further. So, currently, I think I only have 2 HP attacks. No, I have 3. I have, 2 of them are the same move. That being the Shield of Light for ground and air. Oh, no, I have Radiant Sword. Okay. I was playing around with the other save file on here just to, when I was testing out the recording software, just to make sure everything would look good, and I had different moves. So apparently the moves you start with are random, because I also remember that attacks with Blizzard. And mine was a Red Fang previously, which attacked with fire. So the moves are a little randomized, okay. Alright, I think that covers all the basics, except for EX mode, which it's not giving me an EX core, so we'll talk about that later. So I think it's just a good time to go ahead and end this. There we go. I do notice that it threw me right into the tutorial instead of actually showing us the big opening cinematic. Yeah, there we go, EX mode. Those little blue specks are EX Force, and EX Core is that bell-shaped thing. And then, of course, when your EX mode reaches its max, you can enter your Super mode and just do a crap ton of damage.
We know how this will end.
Like that. And because this tutorial, it just gave me full EX mode automatically. If I remember right, in this game, EX cores with one wing give you like an eighth of a tank. 2 wings is a quarter. No, wait. Other way around. It is 1 wing is a quarter, 2 wings is half, and 4 wings is whole. And if I remember right, they actually halved the amount of bravery you gain from, or not bravery, amount of EX force you gain from cores into Dissidia Final. So as you can tell right here, that is a mannequin based on Cloud. You know, Final Fantasy VII. There we go. Alright, so let's see how EX mode works. Class change, so I got a different armor and all that. I have like a bunch of different little tiny light swords attacking him, like I'm Virgil or something. Just gotta juggle him for a little bit. He decided not to dodge, and here's an EX burst. Every character's EX burst is different. There's a couple that are similar to each other, or that you have to do a similar command input, but most of them are pretty different. They do different things. So that one, well, you just saw what it did, just a bunch of slashes. I'm not sure where the term Oversoul comes from. I know that this game is loaded with references to the main series Final Fantasy games, but I don't know what Oversoul is meant to be referenced to. So, forgive me for being a scrub in that regard. One thing I kind of like about this game in terms of character design is that they actually went on to inspire other games when using the same characters, like in Stranger of Paradise, Final Fantasy Origins. A lot of the characters have their Dissidia style character design, like Garland, Warrior of Light, a handful of others. I haven't actually played the game, but I've seen a couple clips and screenshots. I remember the whole "Kill Chaos" was a big meme for a while. This is a Tidus right here, or Tidus Mannequin. Final Fantasy X will probably be the next main series Final Fantasy game I play, because both Rio and my buddy CJ over Star-Crossed Souls absolutely love Final Fantasy X. So, I feel like I should give it a good run. The tutorial there a second ago was showing you how to, like, quick travel and, or not quick travel, but, like, wall run and grind on rails and things like that. But, lock onto EX cores. Yes, you can, tally, or, not tally, what's the word for it? Toggle, what you lock onto. Oh, that's Firion. This is a mannequin of Firion from Final Fantasy II. They did something really interesting with him, but we'll get to that whenever we actually start playing as him, or if we fight him a little bit later. So, yeah, you can... The only 2 things that'll ever be on the screen you can target in this game are your enemy, which you see right here, or an EX core. And of course you can just unselect him and just run around, but you're always looking over your shoulder. Alright. Shining Wave! One thing I am... Oh, sorry.
Good to see that you're safe and sound.
The pulses of disorder are getting stronger. Let us hurry. The fighting is far from over.
The pulses of disorder.
We must win, or there is no future for us.
Yeah, you guys saw it just drop me into the into a tutorial without any context at all. Welcome to Dissidia Final Fantasy. This is the start menu. Think of it as your gateway to playing the game. Several different menus are accessible from here. To get a feel for what Dissidia is all about, try getting started jumping into the tutorial in story mode, or jump into the action via arcade mode. May your voyage into fantasy be a fortunate one. Calendar. So up here, we just have a calendar, and we can actually get mail from, you know, computer-generated characters in the game. They will talk to us, they'll just give us mail, and will sometimes give us bonuses and items and things like that. The rest of this is pretty self-explanatory. Arcade mode is exactly what it sounds like. Not going to play this one yet, because I want to level up my characters more before I just go through it. Quick battle, I don't have anything unlocked at the moment, so... Oh wow, look at that calendar date. I'm going to have to fix that before my next recording session. February 5th, 2011. I was still on... That was my senior year of high school right then. Although I guess that is kind of accurate to the last time I played Dissidia 1, like, with any kind of sincerity. Communication mode, play with another PSP. I don't have another PSP on hand. I actually want to fix that. I want to get one so I can mod it and get some, you know, mods for Dissidia Duodecim, because there's a ton of cool-looking skins out there. Alright, story mode. Now, I was debating on how I should go about story mode. Gotta start with Prologue, of course. I was debating on how I should go about story mode, and I'll elaborate further when we get there. But yeah, you see that it dropped us into this with no context at all. We don't even know what's going on. So yeah, that's the context for this this whole game. We're playing as the warriors of Cosmos, the goddess of harmony, and are trying to stop Chaos, god of discord, from destroying this world. And Chaos is voiced by Keith David, which you'll hear later. And even though I did play the Halo games before I played Dissidia Final Fantasy,
the balance was broken. Those who answered Chaos's call created an inexhaustible force. And, under vicious attack without relent, the warriors fighting for Cosmos started to fall one by one. The conflict that has continued for eons is now about to end in Chaos's favor. The world has been torn asunder, sinking into a vortex of disorder. As for the few surviving warriors,
well, one thing I can say is I hope that the game looks better on the game capture than it does on my TV right now, because it looks a little bit fuzzy, not gonna lie, and I really wish that I had a way to make the graphics look better.
I have been defeated.
Cosmos!
I could not protect the world.
Alright, so this will let us in a little bit more on some of the finer nuances of the story here, and will show us how the base between battle gameplay is carried out. Final Fantasy chess. Not gonna lie, that'd be fantastic. I love a Final Fantasy chessboard. What is going on? My body doesn't move as it should. I must hurry to Cosmos. Shape the future. That became a running meme between me and Rio and a couple of our other friends who played Dissidia. So, basically, Destiny Points is just, it lets you move around, and you see the level bonus that is determined by how many Destiny Points you have left. And this is literally the only thing to do here. Just engage the Stigma of Chaos to finish this part of the level. Easiest first part of a intro ever right there. You just get 100 gil. You get 40 player points. No retries because there's no battles. And you just grind up some points. I should actually probably look at my abilities and stats here in a little bit. Forces forged of darkness stand in the warrior's way. What then drives the soulless legion? They're talking about the mannequins. You know, come to think of it, I don't think that the mannequins' origins are actually explained until Dissidia Duodecim. At the beginning of a level, you are given Destiny Points, DP, as shown in the upper left. One move expends 1 DP, but you are free to choose your destination. Press X to confirm. So, for example, got this guy right here. We can choose to engage him. False hero. Yeah, every mannequin that is a reflection... Actually, every mannequin has a derogatory or negative connotation of, like, descriptor, and then they have whoever the character is supposed to be. So, False Hero is a copy of the Warrior of Light. And you have others that you will see later. I can't think of many of them off the top of my head, but we'll get there when we get there. EXP is gained through HP damage. So, that is actually very helpful. You just keep smacking away until you eventually gain some EXP. Battle Gen. Oh, that's right. You can create accessories in battle by smacking your opponent into certain objects or into certain walls and things like that.
We'll fight with all our strength.
I cannot wait until I master some of these, that hurt. I can't wait until I master some of these abilities and unlock the various combo moves you can do, because I'm not going to lie, starting off the gameplay can be a little bit stale when you only have the exact same moves to use over and over again. Oh, I do have Shield of Light for air, so that means I have 2 HP attacks for both. That's really helpful. Like that's gonna be really helpful later.
The light is always with me.
Unless it was only for that tutorial, because again, this is the prologue, the actual tutorial, but not like the previous tutorial. Let me check here. Mannequins, shadow entities employed by Chaos's forces as troops. Such shallow imitations have no chance against me. I love Grant George's voice. That's why I think he was like the perfect person to play Deermood in Fate Zero. Ah. Hello, Black Mage. Help Manual, Part 1. Hello. Before you jump into the customization menu, why don't you have a listen to what I have to say? When you see a Start Manual icon at the bottom right of the screen, it means you can press the Blart Sutton, or rather the Start button, in order to open Help Manual about that menu. If you get confused about something, try it out. You'll likely see some familiar faces, too. Alright. Ah, okay. We'll go through that in a second. I want to check my abilities. Ah, yes, okay. So it looks like that moveset I had earlier was just for that one tutorial. I am currently stuck with Day Flash and Red Fang and Crossover, and Shield of Light, Shining Wave. I'm actually gonna move this to my second slot. So that is, these attacks are neutral, just not pointing in any direction, facing the enemy, away from the enemy, and then if you're in the air, up attack and down attack. You know, it's kind of like Smash Bros, how you have like forward air, down air, neutral air, things like that. And that's pretty much all that is. Basic abilities, I have them all equipped that I have at the moment, so we'll go over those later. So you got the little chocobo thing right there. Change day plan. Never mind. Don't need to change that. I feel like I get to change that better later. Swap sets. You can have different sets, and you can have like different sets of equipment, different attacks assigned to each slot, etc. And I just always stick with set A. I never really bothered to do anything further with that. Don't really have any equipment so far, nor do we have any accessories, and we also don't have any summons yet, which we will get summons later. EX mode. This will give you details on, stats about your EX mode specifically, because some characters have better EX modes than others, or they are different, and you can use whichever one fits your playstyle. Different per character, you don't get to switch what your EX mode does, but it's some of them are like, the more EX force you have, the more damage you do while in EX mode. So it's best to do all your attacking at the beginning of EX mode. Regen, always active. Stamina and HP are restored. Mirror attack, active while attacking. Wall of light appears while attacking, repelling weak magic attacks. I actually wasn't aware of that. Protect, aura of light covers the body, raising defense. Light's blessing, swords of light appear, dealing additional damage. Alright, so let's go over this right here. I think that is Guy from Final Fantasy II. Star button to change color, sometimes sparkle. This mean new info. Oh yeah, Guy Porrid explanation. Sorry, yeah, that's Guy from Final Fantasy II. Know your stats. I don't know who that is. I think that's one of the classes from Final Fantasy III. Sage, maybe? Do you know what your stats mean? Show you with the research I've done. Hit points, yeah. Bravery, yeah. I explained all that earlier. Attacks, defense, CP, capacity points, luck. Oh yeah, capacity points. Let's. So you see right there on the screen, my CP is currently filled out as 300 out of 330. And once I have more abilities to equip, I can fill out the slot with as many CP points that I have, but I currently don't have anything else to put into it. Chocobo walks. You should know about the yellow bird, the chocobo, do you? Fine, I'll tell you. So take extra care not to step on me. Chocobo takes one step forward every time you battle. Your goal should be to lead him to treasure chests. If along the way you reach one of these... if you reach one of the Gyashi green floating in midair, the following battle you'll receive EXP bonus. The amount of EXP bonus is proportional to the chocobo's altitude. Despite yellow chocobos generally being flightless birds, by working incredibly hard, it is possible for them to take to the skies. Oh yes, and there's something I overlooked. Even if you lose a battle, chocobo will continue onward, and when the upcoming battle will give you an EXP bonus, it would be prudent to avoid foes you cannot defeat. So yeah, that's a good strategy for leveling up. Chocobo's routine can walk many routes. The one it takes is up to you. When you started playing, what sort of gamer were you? The question laid out the Chocobo's path. Short for casual gamers, long for hardcore. The past Chocobo walks are known as play plans. Each play plan is based on a day's worth of playtime. Once the date changes, the Chocobo stops finding treasure and delivering bonuses, instead returning to the starting point and going to sleep. On longer paths, the treasure will have more value, but that means little if you can never reach them. So play a plan that fits your playing style. The Chocobo celebrates. I'm sure you've had times when the Chocobo is pleased despite finding neither greens nor treasure. This occurs when the Chocobo is flying and hits a lucky bonus. This randomly occurs during flight. Its content is the same as that of eating Gyashi greens, giving you cause to celebrate as well. The chance of lucky bonus is displayed directly beneath the Chocobo. You've likely noticed this by now, but it increases each time the Chocobo takes a step. In other words, the more you battle, the more likely you are to gain an EXP bonus. That said, the chance resets to 0 when the Chocobo falls asleep. Last one, your Chocobo and you. When good things happen to the Chocobo, he will make certain to alert you. Heedless of the gods' conflicts and whatever dangers you may be in, the Chocobo will suddenly show up directly after battle, so even if you aren't following his progress, you'll know what he's doing in a flash. You can switch off his notifications in the options menu, but do also remember that he means well. But do remember that he means well. So yeah, I just kind of imagine that, like, you're playing this game, and then you suddenly just get clapped by an enemy, then your Chocobo just walks up and just starts chirping at you, then it just walks away. Let me see here. Battle information. let's go with normal, because I don't need to be reminded that, you know, square attacks can win, because I've played this game quite a lot. And gotta drink the potion here, and it will completely restore your HP and EX gauge, but it's not gonna do me much good because there's no more enemies on the field. Just gotta attack the Stigma of Chaos and win. Speaking of potions, that reminds me, one of my friends, I don't remember which one of us shared it originally, but he found it again the other day at my request. So, how many of you know about the Hatsune Miku vegetable juice dance commercial thing? That was like an animated thing from way back when. So someone decided to do a fan animation with the cast of Dissidia Final Fantasy doing it instead. And instead of vegetable juice, it was potions. Only those with the courage and wisdom to know their own strength can triumph over the greatest of foes. So it's just a really funny watch, and the problem is it's still on YouTube, but you have to look it up using Japanese text. So just looking up the Hatsune Miku Dissidia will not get you very far. It's like it's not like a SFM 3D model. It's like 2D animation. It's like really, really funny. Skills in your arsenal are randomly selected at the beginning of a level. Press square to access the list and press X to use the skill. Oh yeah. I don't think this actually was a thing in Duodecim, so I kind of forgot about these. I'm going to hang on to that skill for a little bit. Mazer Eye will deal 20 damage to an enemy. I'm going to wait because there's a boss at the end of this. Win within 10 seconds. DP reward +1. Destiny point reward +1. So let's see if we can't knock out this false hero in 10 seconds.
Give me strength. To shine bright. This is it.
Not going to waste the EX burst on him. But yeah, look at that. DP rewarded.
This victory will be remembered.
And the player points are spent in the shop to unlock various things later, like alternate costumes or new playable characters. And we needed that Destiny point, so that way we can open this chest, and we can still get the 600 gil bonus. I forgot what the gil is used for in this case, because I know we have Destiny point, or not Destiny points, player points. Equipment can be obtained through the customization. Any equipment you obtain can be equipped through the customization menu. So yeah, let's slap us, Steiner from Final Fantasy IX. All those items you received are completely worthless if you don't equip them, and attempting to place weapons on your head isn't going to help either. Understand? If not, then go to the equipment screen and press start. I'll give you a thorough explanation. We'll go over that later. Let's just go ahead and get that out of the way. Yeah, so broadsword, it increases attack by 4. Some weapons and items will have varying effects. They'll be like increase your attack power, lower your defense, give you special bonuses. There's also certain sets of abilities that, or not abilities, sets of equipment that are an actual paired set, and you'll get a big bonus with them for equipping them. Like, if you equip a set that's like has gold in the title, and it says that has the gold trait, you'll get like higher gil for completing a battle. Or Blessing of Crystal. It's like Crystal Sword, Crystal Helmet, and Crystal Armor, Crystal Boots, things like that. And you'll get more EX Force, I think it was. Battle follows upon battle, yet the power to overcome countless foes is within reach. My EX gauge went back to 0. You can earn rewards if you manage to clear a level by have DP remaining. Open all the chests or clear a level with extra DP. Choose whichever works better for your situation. Critical hit within 10 seconds. EX burst within 10 seconds. Let's go with the crit within 10 seconds. Yeah, you can see the equipment that this guy's got here. Bravery minus 46, HP minus 662, defense minus 8. You get the idea.
We'll fight with all our strength.
EX4 right there, and bam, bam, bam! We instantly have our critical.
Shine!
Oh wait, no, I changed it to 4. There. I was trying to use Shining Wave, but that didn't work. Kinda wish I still had Radiant Sword, not gonna lie.
This victory will be remembered.
Probably not. I mean, well, it might. I'm recording it after all. But it's just one mannequin out of thousands that I'm going to destroy before we're done with this Let's Play. Alright. Another false hero. EX burst within 10 seconds. So, if we're lucky, another EX score will pop up and I'll be able to EX mode instantly.
With all our strength.
There we go.
Shine brighter.
There we go, EX burst.
With his sword. Prepare.
You can also fail your EX burst and not really get any different results. And get different results sometimes. The Warrior of Light doesn't have a special animation for failing his. It just won't do as much bravery damage.
The light is always with me.
Check out the shop. Is the shop open yet? It is not. That must happen after the tutorial. Engage that Sigma of Chaos. Kaboom. I legit don't remember what Gil is used for. So, we'll figure it out when we get there. Only those whose will to overcome all trials never falters may secure a brighter future. Alright. Only those whose will to overcome all trials never falters may secure a brighter future. That's one of those things up to where English has like alternate meanings for words. Like will in this case meant like willpower and not like you will do something. Like it was a noun and not a verb. So my inflections were off while trying to read that. That's a boss piece right there. What manner of fiend is that? Seems unlike any of the foes I've faced thus far. Press R to enter scan mode and see the details of the level. False Stalwart. So it's a different mannequin than the false hero. Yeah, let's go and open this chest. Got a power ring. Alright. Press triangle to equip it. Okay. Ah, this. I see you've obtained an accessory. What you have in your possession is a basic accessory. Thus, all you need to do is equip it for it to improve your stats. It's obvious you have no idea what I'm talking about. Don't worry, I'll give you a proper introduction on the subject, so please open your manual by pressing start on the accessory screen. I'm just going to equip it and not talk to you. We'll talk later. Alright, so now I'm going to use Mazer Eye to slap on 20% damage to this boss character right here. Engage. That's Cosmos, the goddess of harmony. Remember, Warrior of Light, even in the darkest of times, there is always a light. Believe in your own radiance. Never give up. There is always a way. Cosmos? Cosmos! I must find her. I have no time for these interruptions. Yes, you can battle gen accessories by smacking enemies into walls. Accessories, you can stack them to get higher percentage of special effects. And I don't have any equipped right now to show you, but it can do some pretty outrageous things later if certain conditions are met. Alright, so that is the mannequin of Garland, you know, the first boss of Final Fantasy 1. If we linger in this stage for a while, we can hear Cosmos' theme from the Dissidia soundtrack. Even though she is not a playable or fightable character, this is the theme that was assigned to her. It has lyrics and all that, but we're here to fight, so we're just gonna kind of skip past that. You can go give it a listen if you like. It's on YouTube. Nice, calming, charming theme.
The light is always with me.
I think that Grant's line delivery got better in Duodecim as opposed to the first one. He does sound a little bit stiff. Learned Cure. Additional player points. I think Learned Cure is for what skills you can have equipped.
Cosmos!
I have been defeated by chaos. The god of discord. Chaos. His brutal powers destroyed the balance of all things, threatening the fabric of reality itself. All existence is on the brink of doom. 10 of you remain, and you are the last hope left to this world.
Zidane and Bartz.
I implore you, obtain the light that even in a broken world could never fade.
Cloud, Tidus,
The
Furion,
light of the crystals.
and Cecil.
The crystals embody the strength to face despair.
Terran.
With 10 gathered, there is hope yet to save the world.
Terran Onion Knight.
The path to your crystal will be perilous and different for each and every one of you. But you must believe in and follow your own path,
Squall.
even if you know not where that path leads.
Not a problem. I've always gotten by on my own.
If the treasure were really that easy to find, it wouldn't be a treasure hunt, would it?
No horsing around, though. This isn't the time for games. It's time for some serious fun.
You don't have to worry. I'm here with you. If it gets scary, just believe in me.
I'm counting on you.
The paths to our crystals may be different for each of us. But we've strength in our allies.
And if we put that strength together, we'll have nothing to fear.
I don't know. The god Chaos is leading his forces of disorder, and they're headed straight for us. But I'm ready for whatever comes my way.
The tougher the enemy, the more fired up I get.
I thank you all.
Poof.
Though what remains of this world is on the verge of collapse, I must hold it together until you find your crystals. Forgive me. I want to be with you, but allow me to rest. Then soon.
Cosmos, your radiant light shall always be with us.
Yeah, during my original run, Squall was my main. I remember looking at it, and at the time, I didn't know much about Final Fantasy. Like, I think I had played Final Fantasy 1 and 2, maybe? I honestly don't remember which I played first, Dissidia or Final Fantasy Dawn of Souls for Game Boy Advance. It was one of the two. Dissidia Final Fantasy. But I remember seeing, like, picking the story mode at first, and I saw that you can use PP gained throughout the game to add new content to your gameplay, more playable characters' costumes, efficiency bonuses for the calendar. We'll go over that in a little bit. Fill out the shop inventory and unlock special items for your friend card and more. Check these out in the PP catalog. So what does Gil use for then? Yeah, we don't have enough to unlock any new characters yet, but we can unlock a couple new costumes or some voice clips. Systems are like, you have online matches, CPU cap plus 10. That's good for level grinding. Calendar, EXP icon, level ups. And then just icon sets. That's all for like player cards and all that, which I'll show you. I'll show you that later. I do think that's a good stopping point though. But just to finish up the thought I had to show you story mode here, you select which story you want to play, and I remember looking at this, and I didn't recognize most of the characters, and then I saw Cloud, and of course I played Kingdom Hearts, and I was like, yeah, I know Cloud, and I'm like, but then there's Leon. You know, his name is actually Squall, I know that, but in Kingdom Hearts he goes by Leon. So I'm like, everyone's gonna main Cloud because he's like fan favorite character in Final Fantasy VII. I'm gonna be different, I'm gonna be Squall. Even though I never played Final Fantasy VIII at that point, and Squall was the one that I mained during my first run-through. But, we'll get into the story mode next time, so I'm going to go ahead and end the episode here. Thank you all so much for watching, and look forward to the rest of this game. It's a very important game to me, and it's going to get better as time goes on, and I unlock more abilities and all that. And just because of how the game works, I might do some grinding off-screen to prepare for like the later stages of the game. Get level ups and all that, but we'll save the story mode chapters for the actual Let's Play. So thank you all for watching, and join us next time. This has been Blake Cross EXE with Flash and Blaze Productions, and we'll see you in the next episode. Peace out.